Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everybody's staying warm. God, I'm out here in the shed and I'm freezing my balls off. I don't know where this cold front came from, but it's ridiculous. Anyway, you guys did not tune in to hear me complain. You tuned in because you probably saw the title. So I got some more custom knife work. And here again, I'm trying to kind of refrain from using the word pimpage, because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to, you know, copy anybody or rip anybody off. So it's just my knife custom work. Alright. So anyway, like I said, that's why you guys are probably tuning in right now, not to hear me complain about my frozen testicles. So anyway, I got some more knife work. My buddy prchico520 contacted me after seeing one of my last pimpage videos. Whoop. Sorry, kind of a it's just kind of a natural thing. Anyway, so and he asked me if I could do some work for him. So, you know, he's been a good friend of mine on here for a long time and has pretty much commented on all my videos since almost the very beginning. So I did it for him. He sent me his Kershaw Skyline to get some work done on it, and basically told me to just be creative and go crazy. So that's what I did. I'm going to show you guys the blade here, kind of a tough thumbs introduction here. Alright, there's the blade. He wanted a high polish. It's getting kind of foggy in here, so you see, there you go, PR. Very nice looking. Like I said, this thing's a fingerprint magnet, so it's ridiculous. Alright, without further ado, here's the scales that I did. Yeah, tiger stripe, orange and black. But it's not just the front, the back as well. Polish the clip up. Before I ship this out, I might buff out the blade and the clip a little bit more, just to really make sure that it's all polished. I even polished the pivot lug on the other side. Not really necessary, but I thought it'd be a nice little touch. Also, something else I did that I'm pretty proud of because it came out looking really nice. I'm not going to say I'm the only person who's ever done this. I'm sure I'm not. But this is the only time I've ever seen this done on a Skyline. A custom backspacer. And if you look, it almost looks like it's integrated into this handle. Kind of like a Strider type of deal. So I did not like the stock plastic backspacer, so I thought I'd add a little bit of pizzazz by giving it a custom G10 spacer. It's not absolutely perfectly flush, but you know. This thing was giving me fits, the pocket clip, because if you notice, the frame scale is a tad bit thinner than the other scale. I had to do that by sanding the backside down. It was really hard to get even. I sanded it down a little bit because originally the stock scale on the frame side is about 1 millimeter thinner than the other scale, and it does that to kind of make it proportioned because this side is just G10. This side's a frame with G10 scale over it. So they have to kind of make the scale and the frame, they have to kind of make this scale the same thickness as this scale and the frame put together to make it kind of even and proportional. So that being said, the screws were set to a certain depth. They were set for the depth of the stock scale, which this was 1/8 inch G10. The original scale was a little bit thinner. So these screws were not going all the way through, so I had to mill out. You can't really see it because it's underneath, but I had to mill out an area for the base of that clip to set so the screws would go all the way through. So did not expect that to happen, but like my buddy Red Gladius said, once I did the pattern, it should be a little easy. And he was right. It did even out in the long run. Those little bolts were hard to set in there. Lanyard hole. Like I was telling my buddy PR, he wanted a lanyard done, but these holes aren't big enough to put 550 cord through. And that is my gripe with a ton of knives. I mean, look at that. How are you going to put a lanyard through that? That's for like fishing line. If you want a fishing line lanyard, that'd be great. So I told him I'd do it, but then I remembered, oh yeah, you can't put a lanyard through these things. So that sucked, and I'm sorry about that again, Chico. But yeah, I also polished the outside of all the liner. It's a very subtle touch inside there. It's kind of neat because it's very glossy orange in there, very high gloss polished orange. But yeah, let's get a close-up look. That beautiful tiger stripe. I deepened the finger choil right here so that you guys can see the exposed liner lock. Originally, I've seen a lot of people close a Skyline using their index finger like this because they're so hard to disengage normally. So he didn't tell me to do this, and I hope he doesn't mind. But I did that just because it, in my opinion, makes this knife so much better because now it's very easily accessible. Whoop. So, did that. This knife was so dull. I mean, it was literally like a butter knife. So I sharpened it up for him. I'm gonna do a little bit more work on it. This edge was completely dead, and I'm having to revive it. But this was a heavy user, so I like to see knives being used. So, PR, I'm sure you know, buddy, how dull this thing was when you sent it to me. And that still needs a little bit of work, but when you sent it, it couldn't do that. So I hope you're happy with the edge. And like I said, I'll touch it up a little bit more before I ship it out to you, man. But yeah, I'm very proud of how this knife came out. So I'm sure some of you guys are kind of bummed that I did not do a tutorial video. But this is my first time working on a Skyline, like a full scale job. And I just wanted to see if I could do it first and, you know, troubleshoot and discover any problems and then fix them before I do an absolute tutorial video for you guys. Because, you know, I didn't want it to be a learning progress while I was doing a how-to video. You know what I mean? So I had ordered another set in case something happened with one of these. So luckily I didn't have to use those, so I still have a pair of tiger stripe left, along with a pair of tan and black layered. So I'm still going to do a tutorial video, guys, don't worry. I just didn't get the chance, and I didn't really want to risk it with this one. So now that I know, because this is my first time doing a liner side scale for a Skyline, and I just wanted to see how it'd work out, because the original scale, I don't have it right here, but the hex-shaped lug, the scale was also hex-shaped. So that did not inhibit it at all. It's all flush. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this. I'm very proud of how this came out. First time I've ever seen a custom backspacer done. It's not perfect. It still needs perfecting, but I love how it came out. Oh, by the way, a lot of you guys like to see this too, the blade centering. It's perfect. Just about. I left it a little loose so it's easy to flick out. And like with my blue one, you can use the thumb stud. It's very hard to do though, for me anyway. So yeah, PR Chico, buddy, I hope you like this. And guys, check him out. He's a really good guy. Like I said, we've been texting back and forth, and he's been real patient with this whole process. And he's just a super nice guy, and I love that. So definitely go subscribe to him and check out his channel. Link will be down there in the description. But he's just a really cool guy. He's got some really good videos too. And yeah, I mean, I'm not the easiest person to deal with because I'm very hyper and ADD. And you know, I just have a lot of things going on in my mind that I want to get out, so he had to listen to me ramble a lot. And yeah, he's just a super nice guy. You guys need to go check him out and subscribe, because like I say, he's got some cool videos, and he's always been there for me. He's always been super nice guy to me. So yeah, go check him out, subscribe to him. You won't be sorry. He's a super good guy. So yeah, buddy, I hope you like how this came out. I hope you like how the blade looks. And I really hope you like the scales. First time ever doing this, so I think it came out pretty nice. Alright, buddy. Hope you enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Alright, guys. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay warm. God bless. Sherman614. Peace.